Is that Strictly Come Dancing?
We have all no opening themes.
Actually playing at the same time for us. Oh. It's
D&Tea Beyond.
That's your invisible web. Oh, it's just started playing again for me. God's sake.
Okay.
It's right now, it was halfway through actually weird. Oh, yeah, that's fixed it.
Yeah. Okay. So, last we left off.
Bubbles!
Oh yeah, shit.
Last we left off, after doing some investigation around the Port Flores and encountering the Warforged, who had asked you to inter a sacred relic of their divine patron saint within the cathedral of his hometown. You had requested an audience with the Papal Mother, and she had informed you that such a request would require quite a large monetary donation to the church in order to fulfill 15,000 gold, no less. So, for the moment, seeking an end to the Warforged quest has reached an impasse. You decided to investigate deeper into the pits of Bellinor under the Breakfast Club, but decided first to get a long night's rest so that you were fit and ready for the next day. However, upon awaking, you discovered an unusual flock of ravens perched upon every balcony as far as you could see, and the flock flying towards a circling ring of ravens further into the city. You followed the trail leading to the gates of the Papal Palace, where there was a body suspended from the rafters of one of the gatehouse towers, and a small crowd gathered around, watching with shock and dismay as this spiral of black ravens and crows flocked around this grim sight. Ascending the tower, you pulled the body from the rafters onto the tower to reveal the mutilated body of Bubbles.
No.
This is brand new information.
The clear signs were everywhere. The eyes removed, the macabre handling of the body, the ritual removal of organs. This was the work. This was another ritual sacrifice, the third ritual sacrifice, and it sat on the third of the ley lines for the three conjoining planes. All that this is the last ritual sacrifice required to open the yawning maw, so that the witches can conduct their ritual. So, we rejoin the Peach Pals now, standing around the grim discovery of their friend Bubbles.
Oh no. My poor Bubbles.
Creamy, where have you been for the last 10 days?
Good question. I was so upset by the fact that Bubbles had been killed.
Preemptively.
Yes, I must have had a vision about discovering it. I've now gone mad. We need to go and find the witch now and kill her. I won't take any excuses for us not doing that.
Okay.
At this moment, there's a flash of blue and purple sparks, and a small purple, what looks like a dragon, appears on the perch on the balcony of the tower, watching you with curious eyes. It's the dragon that you've seen before in the last time you met him was in the rafters of the Bloodcurrent estate. Pen.
Hey, Pen.
He looks at you and looks at the corpse, and a grim expression comes over his reptilian face. He says, I am sorry for your loss.
Anything else?
I'm afraid to say that the witch's ritual has begun. This you must already be aware. So I simply come to ask what you will do now.
I think we should enlist the help of a dragon to fry the witches from their hollow.
Alas, as I've already explained to you, my services are indebted to the Summer Queen, and I cannot leave her side for long. But she is curious about your exploits and your dabblings with her sisters.
What's she curious about?
I cannot begin to presume the mind of one so great as her, but no doubt she senses that this may well be the end of an end of the chapter for her sisters, and she wishes to know how that story ends.
Can she send any aid while we fight her sisters, or is she wanting to stay out of this?
She sends only me.
And you're going to help us?
No,
Oh.
Pen,
we merely watch, but
Pen,
I will see you before the end, I think. Perhaps you will have questions for me.
the witches have my daughter.
Yes.
Is there a chance that I can save her before they use her body as their own?
The seed has been planted within her. If you can rescue her before the ritual is completed, then it will not gestate. But that is a deep wound and will need to be cleansed with powerful magic.
Are you capable of this?
Not I. I am but the familiar of the Summer Queen.
Would the Summer Queen be able to cleanse?
It may be within her power.
And is she wanting us to rid her of her sisters? Or is she attached to them in any kind of way?
That, I'm afraid, is difficult to ascertain. The bond of siblings is strong, but the Summer Queen was the one that cast her sisters out, banished them from their immortality. In essence, she is the reason that the witches have been doing these macabre rituals for as long as they have. Perhaps it would have been kinder if she had executed them. So she must feel some attachment.
Why? Here, Why has the Summer Queen just let this go on for so long?
She is a fae. She has no interest or great love or loathing of the prime material plane. Simply does not concern her.
Doesn't this go into the Feywild as well?
The witches are merely drawing power from the Feywild. They are forbidden by the Summer Queen to cross over, and they have, for their part, lived up to their end of the arrangement.
And underneath the Breakfast Club, there's the pits of Bellinor. Is that somewhere we can find the witches?
Berlinor was an ancient city of the gnomes, and the gnomes, like the elves as before them, crossed from the Feywild to the prime material plane. They crossed using an ancient portal, one that is mirrored on the Feywild side and on the prime material side, and upon that mighty portal they built their city. And when the witches rained fire and brimstone upon the city of Bellinor, Azeron was built upon its way.
Okay.
So beneath Bellinor, somewhere, lies what you seek.
Well, then that is where we must go.
Well then, my friends, good luck. And like I said, I shall see you before the end.
Have you got any advice for us?
Expect the unexpected.
Well, that's shit, isn't it?
Do you have any powerful magical items you can give us?
Only one. My best wishes. And with that, his body starts to transcend into nothingness. And all that's left is almost a Cheshire cat fanged smile as he vanishes.
He's a proper knobhead.
That's not a powerful magical item. That's worthless. Worthless.
You do feel a slight magic fall over you. And for the next hour, you are blessed.
What does that mean?
It's a spell.
A powerful level 1 spell. That even I can cast.
It's a great spell, bless.
Oh yeah, doesn't it
Whenever
give you
your
good luck
target
or
makes an
something?
attack roll or saving throw, before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add that number to the roll.
Yeah. Wait, Tom, you can do that, Tom?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can do that.
We should do that all the time.
I do it quite a lot of times. Have you never seen me cast it?
No.
No.
Does it only apply to one person?
No, it's like 4 people.
Well, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I have seen him do it actually.
At this point, as you're standing there sort of in somber silence, looking over the body of your friend, a couple of guards ascend the guard tower. You there? What are you? Oh, I'm dreadfully sorry, Commander, Captain. And they sort of do a hasty salute towards Wade.
That's Captain Commander to you.
So what should we do with the victim?
Take her to the corridors and...
Wade, Do you want to see if there's any evil on this?
Oh, well, bear with me 2 seconds. I do a divine. Well, I'm pretty sure it's probably evil, but
How did this guy get promoted to like the head of the guard?
I divinely sense.
He's not head of all the guards. He's captain of the guards in Port Marin, but he's still a captain in the guards.
Oh, I see.
You do sense strong evil emanating from the corpse, but also the area around the corpse. It seems to, and this is the third time that you've done this kind of spell on these rituals, and you get the sense now that it's a lingering evil from the spell that was cast, this ritual of opening the maw. The corpse itself is not important. It's the sacrifice that was the source of this evil, the way it was conducted, the place it was conducted, and the purpose for which it was conducted. And you can sense that the evil, even now, is beginning to fade. But unfortunately, the evil act has already been done.
Yeah, nothing new. Take it to the coroners. Clean up this mess.
Yes, sir. Creamy, what are you doing at this point?
I'm in a sort of rage-like trance. Seething. I think I might head to the pub,
Yeah.
nearest tavern. I'm going to drink.
Let's go to the breakfast club and have a drink. How's that
Okay.
sound for me?
That sounds good.
Creamy, do you not want to inform any of Bubbles' friends and
I can't face them yet.
relatives?
I can't face them at the moment.
One of the guards that's there says, we can inform the next of kin. Is there anyone that we should inform?
Leave it to me. I need some drinks before I go.
As you wish. Okay. So you make your sober way to the breakfast club. Adrian greets you heartily, but senses immediately from your demeanour that his tone was incorrect, and immediately pours you out 5 dwarven fire whiskies. My friends, I think you'll need these.
Yes, I will. Creamy drinks all 5.
Okay. He pours out another 5.
Oh, just have the bottle.
I'll give it to you at a discount of 5 gold pieces.
Fine.
I think you should hold back there, Creamy.
5 gold pieces.
Yeah.
So Creamy's just going to go and sit down, sort of not paying attention to anyone, with the whiskey.
Can we have a fire whiskey or?
Creamy is just going to be swigging from the bottle.
Can we talk to Creamy and say, well, no, Wade goes over to Creamy, says, Today is the day for mourning, but tomorrow is the day for vengeance.
I don't know how I'm going to tell all the people at the plunge.
You don't have to. I can send one of my guards. They're a very sentimental bunch.
I've let her down.
You can avenge her.
Why didn't you do something, Wade?
I did. I
You
let her
you weren't-
die.
you weren't quick enough. You as good as murdered her.
She was in our safe house, along
Creamy
with my daughter.
gets up, drawing sword in anger.
Oh my God.
You've let me down, Wade. And you come to me now, try to make me think I'm your friend. You let my friend die.
You've been with us the entire time. You are equally to blame for Bubbles' death.
You are an awful person, Wade.
In a rage, Creamy swings the long sword.
That's a miss.
Gigantor, what are you doing watching this?
Ah!
Laughing. Watching Creamy drunkenly swing her sword. No, children. We have business to attend to. Which business I cannot remember.
Really, I meant no offense.
You're trying to perceive if you were telling the
I'm
truth.
sorry.
I didn't mean no offense. I'm
I
sure.
mean, hang on. I meant no offense.
Oh,
Deception.
that's even worse. Don't worry, Creamy. I smashed Wade's teeth out the other night.
I mean, that should have been persuasion.
I don't want to argue with you, Wade. But I needed Peaches to be okay.
You mean Bubbles?
Shut
long
up!
gone.
Shut up, Korak! Creamy swings the.
Yes, it's two close friends that you've lost. Do you have anyone left?
Oh,
Who are you attacking?
Korak.
Oh God!
I think that's a hit.
Yeah. A 7.
Oh God, I'll try and restrain Creamy.
So make a.
I touched Creamy on the forehead, inflict wound.
God.
I'll kill you, Hobgoblin!
No, I don't really.
Right, where is it? What check was it?
So if you want to make a grapple check, you first make an attack to see if it hits.
It's just a standard attack.
Yeah.
Hang on, I've only got a great axe +1, I think.
Is it possible for me?
So it doesn't do any damage.
Yeah, but doesn't the +1 add to the attack roll anyway? Anyway.
Yeah, but you could just still use that, I think.
Okay. Oh God.
Use bless.
Calm
Right.
down. Calm down,
Is
Creamy.
14 a hit?
He's
give
blessed
me-
to remember.
You can roll a d4 to add to it.
They're not hit.
My armor class is 14, so I think you do
Meets it, beats it.
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
Calm down, Creamy.
So you are grappled.
This is
If
nobody's fault, especially not mine.
Can I cure drunkenness with lesser restoration? A condition.
Yeah. Yes, you can.
I cast that on Creamy.
So, Creamy, you feel this spell wash over you as Gigantor's holding you back. And the numbness that you had managed to achieve by necking the fire whiskey is suddenly taken away. And all you get is the stark reality of the situation you find yourself in.
You
We
can
must
take
see-
away my drunkenness, Wade. You've already taken everything else from me.
I think it's time that we went to sleep.
What
We'll
time
sleep
is it?
better and without a hangover.
It's the morning.
This is the morning, Wade.
I didn't mean
We
to
must
mess
seek vengeance now.
that. I've lost the spell slot.
We must rest for 1 hour and regain hit points and spell slots.
I need a long rest for the spell slot. No, we can rest once we're injured and mortally injured.
Yes, exactly.
So short rest.
You can spend hit die if you have a short rest.
I
don't get
will.
any spell points for spells back for short rests.
No, you don't.
No.
Wizards do. Wizards can
Ah.
regain some spells, but no one else does.
What level spell did you use, Tom?
Level 2. It's my most powerful level.
Oh God.
I don't have any left. I must have cast some last game as well. So
We had a long rest before we.
Yeah, you haven't cast any spells since. So you had a long rest, and then you immediately went to the. It's a morning, so you immediately went to investigate the
oh right.
ravens.
you
So
got
you've
all
only
your
cast
spell
one spell.
Okay, so I've got 2 left. Oh yeah, let's go down with him then. Crack on.
Come on, Creamy.
Yes. Let's
Let's go and avenge Peaches, Bubbles, and the lot.
Perhaps you can cast a spell to kill creatures.
Watch it, Wade.
low blow, Wade. Low blow.
So how far are you descending down into the pits? Are you going as deep as you've been before, or to the point where Tavron managed to venture previously?
Oh, should we get some potions first from that map?
Yes, that is a good idea.
Okay. So I won't load the map because we don't need it for this. But you descend down into the first level, down the crank lift, and the darkness seems to swallow you up, each individually as you stand there in silence. All you can hear is the crank of the lift as the light of the tavern fades away, and you descend deeper and deeper into the pits, knowing now for sure, having confirmed it with the mirror and through talking to Pen, that what you seek lies below your feet. The cold reality of the situation starting to settle. You make your way to the shopkeep. Hello, friends. Yes. What can I do for you?
Hello, shopkeep. Whatever your name was. Do you have any potions for sale?
I
Healing
do indeed.
potions, specifically.
What kind of flavour do you want?
A standard healing potion.
I can do superior healing for 450 gold pieces. Greater healing for 150 gold pieces. And your regular bog standard healing potion for 50 gold pieces.
Yes, I may purchase that. Do you have any protection items? Such as a ring or cloak or anything like
Aren't you wearing a cloak of protection?
that? No, I've got the spinning headstone thing. Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
headstone. I've got a cloak of featherfall.
I do have a ring of protection. I just have the one, mind.
I bet it's expensive though. How much is it?
It's 3,500 gold pieces.
Don't know if we can afford that. What was in the bank? I can't remember if that's a lot of money or not.
In the bank, you have. Oh yeah. Do you want to retcon putting some of this money in the bank? You've amassed?
Potentially. I think we should probably start buying up stuff now. Chaps,
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys think.
I think we should all get a few healing potions and that.
Yeah.
I feel like a big battle's coming on.
A few big battles.
Yeah, I think we should probably just spend our cash now.
Each power's current account, 6.5% interest. 3,257 gold pieces you've got in there.
And how much gold do we have on top of that? Where we sold bits and pieces the other day?
Is that on our persons?
Yeah, that'll be.
I got 350-ish gold.
Shall I look for
Got about
Tavron?
65.
Oh, did we even add it then?
Do you mean not here? Before I heard him.
Yeah, but he's not on. He was in the car. He's not on
Oh.
Roll20. Tavron's got 450 gold pieces.
Okay. Oh, I've got 97 platinum, which is 970 gold, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Tavron's got 80. Oh no, silver pieces. He's got 0 platinum pieces.
I've got 8 platinum pieces.
I've got 55 gold and 97 platinum.
I've got that bag of
97.
what's it called?
Yeah, we sold a load of bits last session.
I've got the bag of holding, but I've got a feeling that might come in quite handy. But I bet that's worth fucking shitloads.
The bag of holding is pretty good.
Yeah, because it only weighs as much as the bag, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It
so you
weighs
could put,
15.
for instance, you could put an unconscious human in there,
Yeah.
and it would weigh as much as the bag.
Yeah, but then if you lose, something happens to the bag, they get lost forever. That's
Yeah. And if you take it into an extra plane of space, bad things happen.
Yeah. Oh shit. Would you be interested in buying this vintage armor helmet? It's vintage. This armor.
Is it magical
helmet.
in any way?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I'll give you 5 gold pieces for it.
Is it worth seeing if it is magical?
Yes, I don't think it is, but how would I say if it's magical?
I think you did it already, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I just nicked it from someone's house or something. Oh yeah, fuck it. It's 5 gold.
He puts it on immediately. Good. And he's immediately transformed into a beholder.
Would you like to buy any drugs? I've got lots of lovely drugs.
I'm good, thank you.
How much is a potion of greater healing?
150 gold pieces.
Shall we get a couple of those? Or shall we get one each?
Yeah, I think so.
So what's that?
And what does greater healing give you? What's the
So
benefit of it?
I should save this table somewhere, but that's Terraria. It's no good. 5e. By the way, I'm back on the 20th of December, or in all likelihood.
Okay.
Hooray!
Okay, so a regular healing does 2d4 plus 2. Greater healing does 4d4 plus 4. Superior healing does 8d4 plus 8. I think this is wrong. Hold on. I thought it was. Oh, here we go. It's from D&D Beyond. This is definitely right. Right. So, oh yeah, it is right. So regular healing does 2d4 plus 2. Greater healing does 4d4 plus 4. Superior healing does 8d4 plus 8. And supreme healing does 10d4 plus 20.
Okay. Yeah, so probably just the one you said, Joe.
4d4 plus 4.
Yeah. So that's going to average about 12 hit points, probably.
I've already got one already, but I think it's probably worth stocking up a bit, isn't it?
How much would you buy a wand of magic missiles for? There's 5 charges, I think.
Are they a bonus action ones?
That could be useful.
Yeah, I know. Just trying to get a flavour of the price.
Is
5 charges.
Or is that a different thing I've got? I had a
It's
hand.
the monkey's paw wand, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd give you 5,000 gold pieces for it.
Jesus. Wondering if I should sell that and get the ring.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, guys?
What does it do?
Wonderful.
5 magic missiles?
It does. Yeah, but it's the first one, or I can't remember what order, but it's basically level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5 casts.
Is it
So
a
it could
bonus
be
action
useful.
one?
Let me just check. I don't think so. So, while holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 charge and cast a magic missile spell from it.
Yeah, so I might as well choose my action to do my double hit on the old axe. Just seems like having that extra armor class point would be quite a good consistent thing to have.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So have we got any good ranged? Oh, Tavron's good at ranged attacks, actually, isn't he?
Well, I've got a longbow and I've got a few more spells now, which is good.
Let's see if would you like to buy the soul of a little girl?
So the Ring of Protection requires attunement. That's worth noting.
Is that like
How
a long
many
rest, basically?
You can
How
only be
many
attuned to 3 items at a time.
Yeah. So I'm on. Would my shield, my magic, is there anything that's magical that requires attunement?
I don't think weapon +1 do. Let me just check.
What about shield?
What's the shield?
It is the shield of Where is it? It basically gives
I don't
me.
think weapons +1 require attunement.
Okay, it doesn't matter. I've definitely got a spot available. Just trying to see if
So what is the shield?
I've got a shield that basically just gives me extra initiative, but it's fine because I actually get
I think
that.
that would require attunement.
I think I've got that as an ability anyway now, just as a normal barbarian thing.
Mm.
How can you check what you're attuned to?
So it does. Roll20 doesn't list it, so you basically need to list it yourself. So what you can do, I think I've told a few of you to do this, is on your character sheet,
Oh
you
yeah.
see under flaws,
Yeah.
there's a couple of boxes.
Yeah, I've got
You
it
can-
there, but
yeah.
I'm not sure which items I'm attuned to. I've got, obviously, I'm guessing my cloak as one,
Yeah.
spell resistance, and probably my warhammer. I don't know what the
Or
other
maybe
one
you're not attuned. So let me have a look at your. So you were attuned. I think it's definitely gone down to 2 because you were attuned to the sword, but you've removed the curse now, so you don't need to be attuned to it anymore.
Cool.
The mantle of spell resistance you have to be attuned for.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Yeah.
Would you
And I
like to?
believe that's it.
Oh, so just the one weapon.
Yeah.
Just the one cloak. Cool.
Yeah, just that cloak. Yeah.
Cool. That's just one then. Nice.
Would you like to buy a breastplate and a shield? They're not
breast.
magical.
I don't have much use for either, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Do you have any magical two-handed swords? Great swords? Or
I do have one very precious item, and he goes to a compartment at the bottom of his shop, mutters a few words, takes out a huge chest, and sort of drags it out, and then mutters a few words, and the key appears in his hand. He inserts it into the lock, and the key disintegrates. He takes that out, and he opens another chest, smaller this time, and then he takes a lock from his necklace, and he unlocks that, and takes it out, and he reveals this astounding sword, golden and white, and absolutely ornately beautiful. The hilt with 2 lions on each side, and the whole thing just radiates an aura of warmth and light. But I won't part for it for less than 165,000 gold.
what is that sword?
It's a Holy Avenger.
I'll take it for 68 bronze pieces.
He starts immediately. He looks at you sort of crossly, and he starts immediately like packing it back and conjuring the keys again and putting it back in its lock. You see as he closes the lids, the chest flares immediately with runes, and then they subside and become hidden once again.
Why do I have a fine-looking cloak that shimmers in the night sky? What was that?
Did you ever identify that?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't remember it. I might need to do a bit of identification on that. It's probably really cool.
Well, it wasn't Joe's cloak. The only cloak I can think that I gave you
We've
was
got
the one
three.
that Joe's wearing.
We've got 3 cloaks. So we've got the featherfall one, the one Joe's wearing at the moment, and this one.
I've got a potion of lightning resistance as well. Can I sell that?
Oh, of course.
How much would that be worth?
That would be worth. Uh, 300. I'd say 250 gold pieces.
How about I give you this for 2 potions of greater healing?
If you throw in 50 gold pieces, then yes.
How about 25 gold pieces? I think you'll find me quite persuasive.
Go on then.
Yes.
How can I get 165,000 gold pieces?
Do you have any weapons? +2? Double-handed.
The only thing I have is that very precious sword.
Ah. Yes, I cannot afford that. Okay. Did you say what was that thing you just did, Joe Welsh? Was that lightning potion?
Yeah, I sold it and then got 2 potions of greater healing for us.
I also have one of these. Would you care to do the same deal with me, shopkeep?
Oh, you're rinsing me dry, but I suppose that's fair.
It's
It's
healing was it?
you have to pay 25 gold pieces.
Okay, and what healing was it?
2
Two
potions
greater
of greater
healings, which
Greater.
are
4d4.
44 plus 4, was it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, it even says in the description, so yeah.
Do you have any necklaces, rings, or gauntlets, or boots of interest? Something within a reasonable price range.
I have. I have some gauntlets that might be a bit beyond your budget.
Mm.
It shows these were brought in from a previous quest down into Bellinor. They're quite remarkable. He puts on these amazing silver gauntlets that have each of the fingers ends in a claw, and he picks up this crate on the floor that's full of weapons, halberds, and all sorts. It must weigh an absolute ton. And he just picks it up like it's nothing and lifts it up, and then sets it back down again, and takes the gauntlets off carefully. These are gauntlets of ogre power. They make you incredibly strong.
They look very good. I could do with some strength, being such an old man.
Unfortunately, I can't part with them for anything less than 8,000 gold pieces.
We had to come together.
Shopkeep, what did you say you would buy this wand off me for?
5,000.
5,000, I believe.
Could I do some sort of check to see if that is a good price?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Oh God, I've got -1 on that. Has anyone got good wisdom?
Yes.
Kurak, do you think that's a good price? I say, and I whisper to Kurak.
Let me have a little look.
You think it's quite fair for what he perceives it to be.
I think that's quite fair.
For what he perceives it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Who's he? For the shopkeeper?
Yeah.
Mm. I wonder if it's got something bad on it. monkey paws. They're usually good or bad. Can't remember. I think you could probably do a little bit better than that. Shopkeep. Persuasion. Oh God. 4.
Perhaps I better investigate this this wand that you have. Would you permit me to inspect it?
Yeah. Go for it.
Yes, because it would seem a bit dodgy now if I said no. Yes, please inspect it.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
I think it's going to be something bad.
Yes. Perhaps I'd better revise my original price. I'll
0
give
gold
you.
pieces.
This is an interesting item. Perhaps I could do something with it, but at its current state, it would be dangerous to sell on. So I can only give you 500 gold pieces for it, I'm afraid.
No. Then the poor must stay with me. Wait, what do you mean its current state?
It's got quite a nasty curse on it.
Oh.
Harmless until the 5th charge is expelled.
Hmm. What order does it go in? Level 1, then 2, then 3, then 4?
Perhaps I was being rash. I can't give you 5,000 for it, but I could give you 4,000. I think that's quite fair.
Yes. The 5th charge. So the charges. Do you have to start off with level 1 attack, then
Yeah.
level 2, then level 3?
What is
Yeah.
this curse it has?
Once the 5th charge is expired, the monkey's paw drops off and the wielder's hand becomes the new paw.
Ooh. Yes, that sounds quite nasty. 4,000 is perfectly reasonable. I'll take that.
Get rid of that thing.
Yes. Please don't use it.
Well, I'm
Cha-ching.
going to try and fix it.
Well, if we come back and you've got a hand missing, you haven't done well.
So, it seems I've come into some money. That ring. How much did you say that was?
3,000?
I'm sure I heard less
3,500.
I think you could probably take that down to 3,000.
I'm afraid that is quite a fair price.
Yes, 3,000. Fair price. 3,250. Let's all go
I'll do
away
you
with
3,450.
3,300.
Roll another persuasion check. No. 3,450 is my final offer, and I'm being very generous.
Yes, you're right. 2% off is extremely generous. I'll tell you what, I'll make a bargain at 3,400, and you're getting a bargain, I'll tell you.
Fine, 3,400.
My balls are busted. Pleasure doing business with you.
Is there anything else anyone needs? Skitcher, I think you can drag Ring of Protection straight into your inventory, but that you definitely require to attune to Ring of Protection, so you'll need to take some time to do that. I believe it's a short rest.
Have you got any other items that can increase armor class that aren't overly expensive?
I'm afraid I'm all out now.
Oh. Have you got anything that is any resistance to certain attacks?
Yes, I've just come into the acquisition of a potion of lightning resistance.
Well, I've got a weapon that gives me resistance to bludgeoning damage, and I've got spell resistance, but I'd like more resistance.
I've got a Holy Avenger.
Do we have a spare 8,000 gold so I can get the gauntlet?
I'm afraid not. When you have resistance to something, is it half damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I immediately go into a short rest while everyone's talking.
Okay, a short rest is an hour.
Keep talking for an hour, boys.
Does anyone else need any healing potion?
Yes, please. I've got no gold.
I pass you
I
one
don't
of
need to heal.
only these.
Creepy's heart's already broken.
I pass Wade a healing potion.
Has Tavron got any on him?
Oh yeah, Tavron. Let's have a look.
We should really start picking up everyone else, like all the guards, like all the enemy swords and things, because they're worth so much money.
He's got a potion of healing, but not greater healing. He's also got 2 bottles of light blue liquid. And he's got another potion of healing somewhere else. It's stored as a different... Let me just change that to 2 potions.
Creamy, you sure you don't need one?
No.
Okay.
What's the potion called? Greater healing.
I just had to put in potion of healing.
I'm not sure it exists on the item, but if you drag in a potion of healing, you can just change the description, because it's exactly the same, apart from instead of 2d4 plus 2, it's 4d4 plus 4.
Yeah.
So you can just change the name and the description.
Here he is.
Right, what the fuck have I missed?
Just shopping.
Huh?
Just a bit of commerce. But I think we're pretty much rounding up now. Unless there's actually anything else that's affordable here.
Let's go and smash some shit up.
What can I buy, fine shopkeep?
I could offer you...
Any magical arrows?
Oh yes, I have those.
And what do they do? What's so bloody magical about them?
I have some arrows of slaying.
Oh,
That sounds bloody good. Take some of it.
is that like sledging?
It is Christmas.
And
I have
what
some
do the arrows of
adamantine
slaying
armor.
do?
What was that? Oh, could I figure out what this cloak is during my short rest?
That will require another short rest.
Oh, God's sake.
It slays a particular type of creature. If a creature belongs to the type, race, or group associated with the arrow of slaying, takes damage from the arrow, the creature must make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw, taking an extra 60-10 piercing damage on a failed save.
15. 10.
And what are these arrows?
What animals or beings do they affect?
And he sort of notices, he looks down at the inscription and he sort of looks at you and then he goes,
Yeah,
oh no, you're not interested in these actually, let's put them away, don't worry, they're not even interesting, they just slay slugs
Is
or
it
something.
elves?
No, not elves. Not all elves.
Is it dark elves?
you'll have to understand that they're left over from previous wars. They're ancient artifacts, so I don't reflect my prejudice in any way. I'm happy to serve any customers. I'm very sorry.
I think there should be some compensation.
I won't be buying those, but talk to me about that armor.
I have a chain shirt of adamantine.
Well, that sounds fucking brilliant. What's that do?
It's medium armor.
Oh, I could wear that.
It gives you AC 13 plus your Dex modifier at a maximum of 2, so a maximum AC of 15.
I can only
But the
wear
real
light armor,
benefit-
so fuck that.
The real benefit of adamantine armor is it's the hardest substance known to exist, and while wearing it, you are immune to critical hits.
Oh.
It's quite good.
Any critical hit becomes a normal hit.
Have you got the same stuff but in light armor?
I've got it in just chain, I'm afraid.
Have you got anything that I can buy?
Let's see.
So racist.
There's a lot of racism going on in this
Unlike other racist shops, we don't...
I've got a potion of speed. That might be interesting to someone with your talents.
Yes, that does sound interesting. What does that potion do?
When you drink this potion, you gain the effect of a haste spell for 1 minute. Which is... 1 second. Haste. Until the spell ends, the target's speed is doubled. It gains a +2 bonus to AC. It has advantage on dexterity saving throws, and it gains the additional action on each of its turns.
Whoa, that's really good. How much is that?
That action can only be used to take the attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action.
So basically everything.
How much is that?
Potion of speed is...
Haste.
where has it gone?
Isn't it haste?
Was it haste?
Yeah.
It was definitely a potion of something. Potion of speed, 400 gold pieces.
Are you taking the piss?
I try not to.
Seeing as you've been particularly racist, how about we call it 4 gold pieces?
I have offended you, and so I'm willing to take some more off the price. I could do it for 350 gold pieces.
It's so expensive.
Hashtag elves lives matter.
I've only got 450, so...
I can spot you a little bit. I'll just come into some cash which I immediately spent. But I've got a little bit of change.
Do you have any boots?
So I can use that. Sorry, say that again.
Yeah, you can use the potion. Anyone can use the potion of speed. So you drink it as a... I think it's a bonus action. You can drink the potion. I'll double check that. And then for a minute, which is bloody ages in a D&D combat, you gain all of its benefits.
How many of those you got?
I've got 3.
Does that mean I could basically attack someone twice and then use my dash
And hide.
to get away or hide?
So your speed would be fucking insane. It would be just mad because you get the dash as a bonus action anyway.
Yeah.
So your speed would be doubled, and then
We'll take 2 for 600 gold pieces.
Yeah, it would be quite high. Yeah, well, that's Minecraft.
But we're not paying.
So you get your speed is doubled. You get +2 to your AC. You have advantage on all dexterity saving throws, and gain an additional action on each turn. So you could, because you get your dash, you automatically get your disengage and hide and dash as a bonus action. You could run 60 foot,
Slap
then
someone
attack
about a bit.
twice, and then either run another 60 foot or hide.
How much
Yeah,
would 3 of them cost? No, you've got to give us a bloody fair price. You've had a lot of money
Especially
off us.
bearing in mind how racist you just were.
I can give you them for 1,000.
What do you think, Gigantor?
What did you get him down to before?
350.
What, 333?
What?
Is that how... Oh, God, you could do better than that. 900, you got yourself a deal,
Oh,
my
I can't.
man.
Hold on, the internet might be playing up.
We can hear you.
How much you got on you?
450.
Does anyone else want one of these?
No, I'm okay.
Wade, Creamy?
No.
I don't have any money.
You back yet, Keaton? Oh, no.
What's that?
Just get out there.
There he is.
What did I miss?
I'll tell you what. We'll do... No, that's not the other one. We can't afford 3 anyway. We'll do 2 for 600 quid. And you'll be very persuasive about that.
2 for 700.
Hang on. I'm about to be persuasive. I lay 600 on the table.
Add 50 more.
I had 50 more copper pieces.
He he's got a sort of grumpy expression. He sort of swipes the money over and lays the potions of speed on the table.
Right, how much did you actually have on you, Jim?
450.
Oh, that's good. We can actually afford it then. So that's 300 each, was it?
Do you have any boots of speed or anything?
Afraid not. Those are my only items of that kind.
Potion of speed, that's just ridiculously powerful.
It's good for a hard fight.
Yeah.
So what other stuff do you have?
I'm afraid I'm running out. You seem to have bored out most of my shop. I've got a few +1 weapons left.
And you have most of my money.
Some
Tavron,
potions of healing.
Can you steal his sword and his gauntlets? Early check.
Well, shall we go to the Breakfast Club and have a ruckus?
Okay, so are you descending down?
Yeah.
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 Okay, so what level are you descending to? Are you descending to where Tavron managed to get to previously?
Didn't we got to the end of the other routes, didn't we? I thought that was the only open-ended one left.
Yeah,
Tavron
so the deepest you went was where Tavron went.
I think we go there then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there was a lot of water there before, wasn't there? We
Yeah.
need to have a think about how to get